Today, it's an exciting battle of NFC teams between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. 5 weeks come and gone, and we're off in Week 6 on EA Sports. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Big strike here to Williams. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. He picks up 5 on that first down run, brings up 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Motioning left is their running back. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And the Lions have a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
We've set it downs from the 37. First and 10, looking to throw. Finds the football outside. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in balance.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Blood in the water defensively after that sack. This offense facing 2nd and 23. Throwing from the gun. Throwing this one back of the end zone. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Lions finish up an excellent opening series. Well, we all know, Brock, you want your players to get better as the game goes on and as they settle into a contest. But, man, it is tough to imagine this guy getting any better than he was on that opening drive, huh?
Yeah, you hear me all the time just talk about getting the quarterback in the rhythm, right?
Yeah.
Just feel of the game. Yeah, you can't be much better than that. A perfect 5 for 5 and to finish it off for 6, that is a sweet feeling heading to the sidelines.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. Right away, we've got a loose ball. But it appears that the Bears were able to get their paws on that one, so they're keeping the football. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Waiting their turn on that sideline. You'd have thought they'd be focused in and ready for this, Brock, but instead, their very first snap nearly ends with them giving it away.
Well, thankfully, somebody was focused and quick thinking to get back on that ball. Now you got to settle down. You got to get back to that script and flush that negative play away.
He was looking for Colston Loveland, and that takes them to 3rd down.
I love that. Now, I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
Third down. Here's Williams. Right to man, right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10 now from the 46. From the gun, they go with Harris. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 6-yard gain on the play. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
1st and 10 from the 43. Williams from the gun. That's to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Williams thrown again here on 2nd down. This is brought in. Big gain here for Loveland. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 22. And that'll be 1st down Chicago.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Line up the design keeper. It's inside the 10. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears finish off their opening drive. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. York tacks on that extra point. And the Bears start off well to tie things 7-7. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. He's got it deep downfield. The stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. Give him 32 on that play. And the Lions have a first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throwing for the back of the end zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Here's a throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Still sticking with the passing game. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Lions have a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
In the red zone now. Screen here for Gibbs. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's good for the Lions.
These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. Lions well within striking distance. First down, play action. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a second quarter lead. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Mevis ready to send this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yeah, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Working from the gun, Williams. Brought in right side. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. 3rd and long for him here. This is hauled in by Harris. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then. And the running back's still doing it to this day.
And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Offsides call helps him out. It's only 5 yards to go now on 1st down. Out of the pistol, Williams. On the move, past the 40. He has room past the 25. And he nearly gets him into the red zone as he's down at the 22. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Harris gets it on the counter. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Fiore, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, Williams. The throw left side finds Birdie. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he scores. It is a Chicago touchdown. The Bears can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. York now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bears tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. The drive begins with Gibbs. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
to Gibbs now on second. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Shotgun now on third down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable in an incomplete.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. They give to Harris from the gun. Up to the races, middle of the field. At the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take the lead on the first play of the drive. York now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7.
Lions 14.
The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. He'll send a receiver left. Back now, pressure coming. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Second and 10, and they'll stick to the air. He's going to try another deep one here. Big gain downfield. And he has this to the opposing 35.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Now, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. He's going to throw it. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. 7 yards on that pickup. And that That is good for Detroit first down.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Rolling out to his left. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll go right side with Gibbs. He'll get 3, but much work left for him on 2nd and goal.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Go to him again. And he will not be denied a second time. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. Making some progress here. He showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
1st and 10, give to Harris. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Vegas!
On play action, Williams. He's trying to push the field. Well, it would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. It sets up 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. He'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And they make the tackle at the 38. Timeout is called, just 4 seconds, and we would assume, Brock, 1 play remaining in this half. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Just 4 seconds left, Brock. Only time for one play. Man, it's going to be a field goal try. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Going to Harris to start the half. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Now Williams. Caught, nice gain left side. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears grow the lead coming out at halftime. York now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears make it a 10-point ball game.
Bears 41, Lions 21.
The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Returnable from the 2. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Coming right is Gibbs. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Calling a timeout. They're first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. 2nd down pass play coming. Getting out to his left. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Williams coming in motion right. 3rd down run by Gibbs. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also pulls the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
They're going for this. Chased out to his right. He connects. downfield. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They come through massive gain there on 4th down, give him 24 yards, and most importantly, that 1st down. Looking in the air here. That's complete to Alec Iomanner. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory. 2nd and 3 now.
2nd and 3 at the 48-yard line.
Gibbs now from the gun. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Working on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
He's going to throw again on 2nd down. Catch made left side by Laporta. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
This is going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
The almost pick hasn't shaken their faith in this offense. They're leaving him out there. Here's 4th down. Fourth down, pass coming. Pass is brought in by Laporta. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. One of their best play calls of this game so far, Brock. 17 yards on 4th down. That gets him the 1st.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions start the 2nd half with some needed points. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10.
What is on?
A handoff for Harris, running right. A lot of space ahead. Along the right sideline, there's space. And they take this in for the score. The Bears make it a 9-point advantage. York now for the extra point. His kick is good. For the moment, time down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Throwing now off the play action. Headed out right. Now he'll try a deep shot to the other side of the field. Well, all the way across the field, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and it'll be first down Bears.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
What is it on?
Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7.
Ready to run.
Harris once more. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That was Tyleik Williams in on the play.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
3rd and 2, Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's going to be 4th and short.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Yeah. Combo.
4th down, Williams. On the move, headed right. Williams hit, and that ball's out. The Lions get to it. Excellent return here as they get the football, and they're going to take over on the opposing side of midfield. Oh, this is tough. Don't let it be lost here that their call on 4th actually worked. They got the first down, and then they fumbled.
Kate, that's like saying the dinner looked so good before the waiter dropped the plate. The results were there as designed. The one mistake took it all away.
Oh, man. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
15 yards. And the Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
I'll throw it. Forced out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Again to throw on second. Completed to his running back. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Lions have a first down.
That's good. We're on Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From the red zone now. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Some yardage lost and first down lost too with that grounding flag. This is second and long. Working now from the gun. Finds a man right side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's
Third down, and the Bears loading up that secondary. They're in dime. Third and long for him here. He brings it in. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being fourth down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with a running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Desperation time here. Makes the catch. And I don't think he got to the marker. Looked a little short. And yep, indeed, he's marked short. This is a turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
They're carried by Harris here to start the drive. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
That right there, my friends, is exactly the kind of pressure and intensity you expect from a defense each of these next two snaps as well. They want to keep you pinned right there against your own end zone and force you into a very risky punt.
This is Harris on second down. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up third down.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
Third down. Here's Williams. Put the body on the line for his team. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes they can break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. Second down. of the gun. Here's Williams. Finds him on the crossing route. Hits the 20. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. You're good on the point after. And the Bears take a 3-possession lead.
Bears 45, Lions 28.
The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Back now, pressure coming. Bears getting close, and they're going to take him down. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. He picks up 28 on the play. And that is good for Detroit first down.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
So first down from the 41. And they're going to throw out of the gun. The Diamond downfield. He's got it. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down.
Detroit Lions, first down. A gain of 30. And the Lions, first down.
And they send them back in motion right. Buys time, rolling right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Throwing again on second. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted! And the Bears take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Here's a design run. Lining up to take a knee on second down.
Panther 60.
They draw it up for him.